Well, time to say a very good morning to you as you come back for the next segment. In fact, I hope the final segment of Game on Hay tonight. We've had lots to talk about as England have cruised to victory again today, keeping their unbeaten record intact. Just a couple more points we'd like to make about, for instance, Adil Rashid, who is turning out to be one of the stars of the tournament, one of the best actually. And we've seen so many very good spinners, and the wrist spinners have tended to be the best of them. But he is almost the best of the best. But that's a point to discuss, because I'm sure there are others who would like to take the title.
Yes, of course, and I think he has been very well supported by the English fielding as well. They keep putting pressure. There's pressure from the fielding department, there's pressure from the other side with the bowling, and of course he himself is such a great bowler.
I mean, it's the skill levels involved. Just Viv and I were talking actually just now quietly amongst ourselves. We can now do it in public. The English reputation for spin bowling, I mean, we had leg spinners 50 years ago. We've had a couple in history. We've had some very good ones way back.
Who tried?
No, I'm talking about way back. You know, you just come and get the stuff, can you? I mean, you just come and get the stuff.
Go for it, my man.
But let's put it this way. In the last, say, I don't know, 25 years or so, there have been very few of quality. This guy has come through now as a super confident, super competent leg spinner with all variations you want.
As I said to you, he's a star. You said it, that England is not renowned for leg spinners. You have your orthodox left-armer, and Graham Swan would have been one of the best in terms of finger spinners that you would have had. But this individual, he's totally different, and I think he brings another dimension to the English team. His captain backs him, and that's the most important thing. If you need to go to a guy, and I'm looking to get a wicketer, this is the guy who I believe can do that. And as you can see, the way he was used by Captain Morgan, that he does have faith in this individual.
The faith is reciprocated. I mean, they've in a sense grown together into this. But you're absolutely right. The faith the captain shows in the bowler is then reciprocated. The bowler then trusts the captain. When you've got that trust between the two of them, it's a very potent force.
Yeah, I mean, look, we'll just talk about captaincy, who's good captain and who's like there but not in control. The reason for that is become a good captain, you invest in your players. When the team selected by the selectors and then gave it to you, there is a difference between selector talk to you and give you your team. Because Imran Khan used to have his own team, he invested in their players, support them when they're young, and same thing goes to Clive Lloyd. He just went all across and built his team. I'm sure stature like you and you used to ask for, this is what I want. And this confidence make a good captain like Dhoni. Dhoni made Indian cricket to a next level, because they're a captain who wants to work under the selection committee. They will be just a captain. And if you ask the selectors, look, this is my team, and you then support them and build them superstars, okay? And then that's why if the player has a confidence on you, only then he will listen to you. Because if something goes wrong, he knew that he's going to back me again, whatever the result is. So the leg spinner discussion, very interesting one. You know why is it interesting? Go into the history. Even now, we have top spinners, leg spinners in this tournament. Number one to me still is Rashid Khan. Number two, I would say Shamsi.
Saint Gentleman.
Same, Westy. And then we have Adil, we have Sodi, and then we have Hasaranga and Zampa. And Shadab. So there is only one white man try to bowl leggies. So Australia and the I mean, it's about not the race, but it's about Australia Australia has a history of producing leggies, and then the Asian, especially Pakistan. Even the Indian never produced that effective leggies, comparing with Pakistan or especially.
Kumble, Shiva Ramakrishnan.
But if you compare with many in Pakistan,
Yeah, likes of Abdul Qadir and Mushtaq Ahmed and
Ahmed,
Yasir Shah,
Yasir
Danish
Shah,
Kanaria.
Danish
okay,
Kanaria.
Danish Kanaria,
Tahir.
Usman.
Tahir,
and
He wants to call it
Adil.
export. Is he-
Export.
Export license.
and then
Export.
Afghanistan. They have plenty of stuff. So it's about rare talent. I don't know, you need to have a certain flexibility in your wrist, the limbs coordination, because the bowling, especially the fast bowling and leg spin bowling, it's all about limbs coordination, where you cannot find. I mean, because I'm surprised because I haven't seen even one wrist spinner in Bangladesh. Hardly you will see. That's my statement.
Okay, we had so many names. Having thrown the question out, we now suddenly realise there are lots of them, and they're high quality. So Adil might not be the best, but they're all performing very well in this tournament. The ones who-
मोस्टली जो बताया ना सब वाइट बॉल प्लेयर्स हैं, लेकिन टेस्ट मैच में जो सक्सेसफुल होते हैं वो फिंगर स्पिनर होते हैं, लाइक जडेजा भी हो गए, अश्विन हो गए, या नेथन लॉइन हो गए, ग्रेम स्वान हो गए. इस टाइप के स्पिनर टेस्ट मैचेस में सक्सेसफुल होते हैं क्योंकि एक्यूरेसी चाहिए होती है उसमें. थर्ड डे, फोर्थ डे, फिफ्थ डे राइट आर्म लेग स्पिनर शेन वॉर्न के बाद या मुशी के बाद बहुत कम नजर आएंगे जो सक्सेसफुल हुए हों. लेकिन आपको टेस्ट क्रिकेट अगर खेलनी है तो फिंगर स्पिनर पे डिपेंड करना पड़ेगा. ये सारे हैं टेस्ट मैच में, कोई भी सक्सेसफुल नहीं है.
सारे वाइट बॉल.
आदिल को भी देखो टेस्ट मैच में नहीं, फर्स्ट क्लास छोड़ दी. और ये प्रॉब्लम है कि मोस्टली जो प्लेयर रिस्ट स्पिनर हैं वो सिर्फ वाइट बॉल के प्लेयर हैं.
apart from Yasir Shah.
वाइट बॉल में नहीं ना.
White ball में
यस
क्योंकि ऑफ स्पिनर ज़्यादातर बहुत ज़्यादा राइटी बैटर्स की मेजॉरिटी वैसे भी रहती है, तो लेकिन वो अटैक स्टंप्स को ज़्यादा वक्त रखते हैं, आपके गेम में रखते हैं, एलबीडब्ल्यू को, बैट एंड पैड को. ये भी चीज़ें उधर उनको फेवर कर जाती है यही चीज़, और टी20 क्रिकेट में वो आँख में आना शुरू हो जाता है.
नहीं, ये राशिद की बात हो रही थी, तो आई थिंक राशिद का सबसे ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट जो है ना कैप्टनसी का है. अब आज हमने देखा कि राशिद से नया बॉल करवाया है, उस दिन ऑस्ट्रेलिया के अगेंस्ट भी उनसे नया बॉल करवाया, और फिर हम राशिद को देखते हैं कि लास्ट 2 ओवर भी करते हैं. वो मैचअप्स के साथ ज़्यादा क्रिकेट खेलते हैं. अब हमने देखा कि मोइन अली जो है आज उन्होंने ओपन किया, पिछले मैच में उन्होंने बॉलिंग ही नहीं की, तो वो सारी जो है ना मैचअप के हिसाब से देखते हैं, कंडीशन के हिसाब से देखते हैं, और फिर अपने बॉलर्स को यूटिलाइज करते हैं. और किसी भी बॉलर के लिए, चाहे वो इंग्लैंड का हो, ऑस्ट्रेलिया का हो, पाकिस्तान का हो, जो भी है, कप्तान का रोल जो है ना वो बहुत अहम होता है. किसी भी बॉलर के स्पिनर अगेंस्ट स्पिनर डेफिनेटली कप्तान का बहुत बड़ा हाथ होता है, ना सिर्फ टी20 क्रिकेट में, वनडे क्रिकेट में और टेस्ट क्रिकेट में भी, क्योंकि उसने उसको चलाना होता है, उसको कॉन्फिडेंस देना होता है कि आप जो है ना मिड ऑन ऊपर ले लिया आपने, तो कप्तान ही आपको करेगा कि आपको विकेट चाहिए, मिड ऑन ऊपर लेके उसको बॉल करो कि मिड ऑन के ऊपर से खेलने जाएगा तो वो मिस टाइम कर सकता है और आउट कर सकता है. तो आई थिंक कप्तानी का बहुत बड़ा हाथ है.
और मोइन अली की आपने बात की, एक पैकेज भी है. उमर, आप ज़रूर देखें इसको और थोड़ा सा बताएं कि किस तरह के मैचअप्स यूज़ किए, और फील्ड ने भी बड़ा सपोर्ट किया इंग्लैंड के हर बॉलर को साथ साथ.
जी बिल्कुल, फील्ड ने बड़ा अच्छा सपोर्ट किया. वही जो आपका एक आध अच्छा कैच पकड़ते तो डेफिनेटली एज अ बॉलर आप भी और एग्रेसिव आ जाते हो, डिफेंस पे नहीं जाते हो. तो जिस तरह मोइन अली ने पहला ओवर उससे स्टार्ट कराया, फिर बाद में लेके आया, और स्पेशली प्रेशर वाला ओवर था, सेकंड लास्ट ओवर, कुछ भी हो सकता था. अगर यहाँ पे 15 से 20 रन हो जाते तो पीछे 10 रन रह जाते थे, जो कि एक आप कह सकते कि रिस्क पे था, लेकिन टोटली क्रेडिट जाता है मोइन अली को, जिस तरह उसने अपने नर्व्स को कंट्रोल किया, और जिस तरह कोच उससे डिमांड कर रहा था, अपना कैप्टन, तो उसी तरीके से उसने वो किया, बॉलिंग की.
Yeah, again, the understanding and the trust between the captain and the bowlers, I think everyone is quite impressed with Morgan.
Yeah, right. One more point, I think, probably enough. One more point about fielding. If you're going to win a competition like this World T20, your fielding has to be top quality. Now, England are a good fielding style. They did drop one. I hate to say it, they did drop one today. Woakes dropped one, obviously got a bit wet. They have the dew factor, it got a bit slippery. But by and large, their fielding is good. And if you're going to win this competition, I mean, for instance, Pakistan, just to come back to this side of the room, Pakistan's fielding has been sharper than we've seen it for a long, long time. They've got good athleticism. They take the catches. That enthusiasm, take it which way, fielding is key.
पाकिस्तान टीम जो चेंज हुई है ना, मैनेजमेंट चेंज होने के बाद बिल्कुल ही चेंज हो गई, चाहे वो फील्डिंग हो, बैटिंग हो, बॉलिंग हो। पता नहीं, इसका जवाब मेरे पास नहीं है।
अभी इन्होंने ड्यू में फील्डिंग नहीं की है,
इसीलिए मैं ये सवाल ना अजहर की तरफ फेंकना चाहता हूँ।
अभी फील्डिंग ड्यू में की नहीं है, वो रहती है अभी।
डिफरेंट टीम लग रही है मुझे, तो
डिफरेंट टीम तो लग रही है, इसमें कोई शक नहीं।
देखें, T20 फॉर्मेट में ना छोटा फॉर्मेट होता है, सारे लोग उनको पता है कि 120 बॉल की क्रिकेट हम खेल रहे हैं, तो आपका एनर्जी लेवल उस तरह रहता है। और अभी सबसे ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ है कि हमारी फील्डिंग का उस वक्त पता चलेगा जब अगर हमारी पार्टनरशिप लगती है, क्योंकि अभी तो ये हो रहा है कि नए बॉल से हमें विकेटें मिल रही हैं, सर्कल में हमने दोनों दफ़ा जो है ना आउट कर लिया है, तो उसमें जब आपको विकेट्स मिलती रहती हैं तो सारे जो है ना लड़के वो चढ़ के खेलते हैं कि जी बकअप करते हैं, और जहाँ पार्टनरशिप लगती है वहाँ देखने का होगा। लेकिन इस टीम में ये अच्छी बात है कि अगर आप देखें, शहीन शाह जो है ना ब्रिलियंट फील्डर है, हारिस रऊफ, हसन अली, तो ये 3 फास्ट बॉलर आपके जो है ना ये बहुत अच्छे फील्डर हैं, प्लस शदाब एंड देन फखर जमान। आपको एक आधा फील्डर ही इस टीम में जो है ना।
But Azhar, what do you think? I mean, you're fielding tested when you're defending a total, isn't it? So Pakistan haven't defended.
कैप्टनसी टेस्ट ही उस वक्त
so
होती है
far,
जब आपकी
but,
लास्ट फील्डिंग होती है।
We'll see. I mean, look, they look sharp, but on the crunch games, if you're a good fielding side, overall reputed, trusting each other, then I think it's a key. But your fielding actually tested when you're defending a total.
Especially in conditions with dew.
Yeah. Well, which you led us on beautifully to looking at England's wicket-taking ability today, defending a total, at times being under pressure, and I thought it was a great combination of good catching, by and large, 90% good catching, the run-outs, the transfers. If we just look at the way the wickets went, if you just run through these wickets now and show you exactly what we mean. I mean, first of all, Viv made the point earlier, you get off to a great start with a sharp piece of fielding, bad running, terrible running, and not the way to start your innings as a chase, but that was a perfect example of being sharp in the field, good throw, good take. The catching throughout, and this is not just tonight, but England's catching has been very good in this tournament as a whole. This is a relatively easy one. Moeen has got very good hands, and you just see it bobble again there. This is one I was talking about earlier, where Owen Morgan decides, it's mine, I'm having that, and he never looked like dropping it. You get the googly first, it slides off the outside half of the bat, but from the moment it left the bat, here he goes. Yeah, here he goes.
Off to the races.
And he's winning that race, I can tell you.
That's a good catch.
Okay, we've got an LBW here, there's Jordan. Full and straight, keeps low again. Yeah, it's the Sharjah ball. He's delivered the perfect Sharjah ball and got the right decision from it in the end. Now this is a good catch coming in like that. You're going to come in a few yards. You know it's going to be low by the time it gets to you. And again, safe hands, and you just make sure it doesn't bobble out when it comes later. This is the thing. This is the sort of thing nowadays that I love to watch. Because the two guys have to cooperate. Roy is brilliant to start with.
I just believe he could have stayed on his feet.
Yeah, they've both got to be together. Yeah. Oh yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I believe that.
Butler having just an ordinary day, Joss Butler. Universe Joss, which I think is a great name. But he's very sharp.
Great awareness, taking his
gloves
off.
No, he's very sharp. Their batsman dreaming of something completely different.
Judge catch.
Yeah, that's just knowing where you are on the edge of the field. And keeping your balance. It's very easy with those just to go back another step, and all the good work is undone. Then as the innings went on, the easier catches, Jason Roy does not drop those, keeps the hands high, what we would call Australian style in the old days.
Pretty much elementary, that one.
You can still drop them, I've done it.
That's you, David.
Thanks, Viv.
This is a good catch.
Yeah.
To have held his balance as well.
Again, absolute awareness of where he is on the edge of the field there. And the balance is key. You're right, Viv. Absolutely right.
Sir, I got one question for you, and you as well, David. We saw shots, everyone's mishitting it, and bat is moving from their hand, like you can't see it, like a clean hit. Every time you see bat is moving from their hand. Why is that?
I don't know whether they would have wet the gloves a bit. I'm not sure, but sometimes it happens. Especially if you're looking to hit it straight. Sometimes you come across it a little bit too quickly. I'm not sure, but...
Well, we have seen in this tournament one-handed shots going for six. If the bat is slipping, I don't know. I mean, I'm a little bit bemused by that. But if you
maybe the Jew, you never know.
And
जो हैवी
humidity.
बैट होता है ना
Humidity,
वो
yeah.
हमेशा मुड़ जाएगा. जो लाइटर बैट होते हैं 70s 80s में उसमें अगर आप देखें टाइम करेंगे तो मिडिल ऑफ द बैट होता है. लाइक जहीर अब्बास बैटिंग करते लाइट बैट से या और भी प्लेयर आपने देखेंगे उस जमाने में सुनील गावस्कर वो मिडिल करते हैं लाइट बैट से. अभी लाइट बैट यूज नहीं हो रहे हैवी बैट से. हैवी बैट मिस टाइम बहुत ज़्यादा हो जाते हैं. शायद वो कनेक्ट नहीं होता प्रॉपर्ली. शायद ये वजह है.
But if you've got a strong top hand, I mean, you need the grip on the top hand, don't you? So the top hand keeps control of the bat, and sometimes the bottom hand can slide. And in fact, sometimes you pick it up, it looks like it's sliding, it's not really.
और आपको लगता है कि ये क्योंकि यूएई में खेल रहे हैं तो जो नॉर्मल अपना बैट वेट होगा उससे कुछ बैटर्स ने अपने बैट को बदला भी होगा इधर आने के
नॉर्मल ये इसी से खेलते हैं क्योंकि टेस्ट मैचेस के प्लेयर जैसे बाबर आजम है उसका अच्छा बैट होगा या रिजवान है उसका लाइटर बैट होगा तो वो प्लेयर ही आपको अलग नजर आ रहे हैं. लाइक सचिन था वो हैवी बैट से खेला करता था. लाइक लोग 2.8 से खेलते हैं वो 2.16 से भी खेलता था. वो हैवी बैट से खेलता था लेकिन वो टाइम किया करता था. तो T20 शायद इतना ज़्यादा खेला नहीं है. लेकिन मुझे जो लगता है ये कि जो आपकी मिस टाइमिंग हो रही है वो हैवी बैट की वजह से हो रही है. पोलार्ड है या गेल है उनकी तो जाती है बाहर ही जाती है सीधी ज़्यादातर लेकिन मिस टाइम भी होती है उनके.
लेकिन उसमें कुछ प्लेयर मैंने अपने जो पाकिस्तान के प्लेयर्स थे वो मैंने देखे कि जब इस यहाँ पे खेलते थे एशिया में या जैसे दुबई वगैरह में ना तो वो कोशिश करते कि जो बैट का वेट है ना वो नीचे रखते थे या जब बॉटम और या हम न्यूजीलैंड ऑस्ट्रेलिया भी जाते थे तो उसको थोड़ा सा वो जो ना स्पेशली बनाते थे सेंटर में क्योंकि वहाँ पे बाउंस ज़्यादा होता है तो इसलिए वजह से भी.
अच्छा हो सकता है.
there is a discussion about how players adjust the meat of the bat. Sometimes when they come to the Asian conditions they want the center to be at the bottom and then when they go to Australia and England and the weights can be different so they might be playing with different bat weights. But before we can call it off we cannot let you go both because you have met the Prime Minister today.
Was that how it was?
Yesterday, I think it's now 12:45. So how was the meeting?
Well, and let's face it, I mean, we're now going back into, that history thing that we dumped behind here somewhere. It's, Viv and I would have played against Imran 30, 40 years ago. So it's a meeting of people who had immense respect for each other on the field. I mean, it is amazing. It made me think, it's amazing how when we start our careers as, we say, simple sportsmen, we have no idea where we're going next. I mean, Imran, Prime Minister, when he was playing first at Oxford University, then at Worcestershire, then for Pakistan and leading Pakistan, World Cup 92 and all that sort of stuff. I know he's an ambitious man and a very talented man, but he couldn't have said to me then, one day I will be Prime Minister of Pakistan, nor could I have said to him then, one day I'll be hosting Game on High.
That's when you come to Pakistan, that's what happens to you. And so Vivian.
Oh, it was just a pleasure today, a privilege for me. And David, we thoroughly enjoyed it. To have played against Imran and also to have played with him during World Series cricket. And to see him in the capacity that he is today, it was just total respect for your Prime Minister, because we have had chats before and he has spoken about, maybe not to David, about what he would like to see in his homeland in terms of the corruption factors and all that. And to see him here now where he can make a difference in Pakistani's life, it was just a privilege sitting with him today, having a cup of coffee.
Actually, good point, because we were very privileged because I think originally it was going to be a short meeting, and then every sort of now and again someone would come in and sort of, no, punch minute, another 5 minutes, another 5 minutes. And in fact there was a tweet, someone suggesting we didn't get offered a cup of tea or chai or a coffee. I can tell you we definitely had a drink. So the man is a true gentleman and his hospitality was absolutely fine. So thank you for that.
That's good to know. That's good to know. So for tomorrow's game, जो हम कल मैच देखेंगे साउथ अफ्रीका आज बल्कि आज ही हो जाएगा क्योंकि हमें काफ़ी लेट तक काम कराते हैं हम यहाँ सब मौजूद हैं तो आज ही आपको ये मैच देखने को मिलेगा 3 बजे अबू धाबी में साउथ अफ्रीका वर्सेस बांग्लादेश का ऑफ कोर्स साउथ अफ्रीका के लिए पॉइंट्स बड़े इंपॉर्टेंट हैं बांग्लादेश अपनी स्टैंडिंग लूज कर चुका है इस टूर्नामेंट में और दूसरा मैच भी इम्पोर्टेंट मैच है पाकिस्तान ऑफ कोर्स अपने पॉइंट्स मैक्सिमम करना चाहेगा ताकि ग्रुप 1 की जो सेकंड टीम है उनसे उनको सेमीफाइनल मिले सो पाकिस्तान के लिए भी एक इम्पोर्टेंट मैच है जो 7 बजे देखा जाएगा
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you to our esteemed panel yet again for lasting the course. And thank you to you at home for watching as well. We'll be back tomorrow morning to cover those two games. Thank you for watching tonight. For now, though, it's Game on Hay.